Late night, buddy.
Yeah, a bit.
Oh, there's the pub early enough.
Oh, you know how it is, mate. You get home, you plonk yourself in front of the telly, a couple of beers later, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
I don't even know what's on at 2 in the morning.
Nothing much. No, boss, I didn't see you come in.
Oh, you didn't see him either.
Yep, on to
Guy
it.
Farrell, principal of the high school. And the report? The one that was going to be on my desk yesterday afternoon?
Yeah, nearly finished. Yes, Mr. Farrell, how can I help you?
My car's been stolen.
Stolen car, right, it must be here somewhere. Oh, cheers. Now, make and model?
Ben, we've got a bit of a problem.
Just a sec, I'm sorting out Mr. Farrell's stolen car.
Stolen?
That's right.
It's not a blue Holden Commodore by any chance?
Yes, it is.
Rego QIT 718?
It's my car.
Thinking you guys know something about this particular vehicle.
We know where it is.
Oh, that's great news.
Not necessarily.
Oh, no, it can't be. Oh, bloody hell. I don't believe this.
Well, pretty bloody funny.
Not for the owner.
Any idea who might have done this?
Anyone
You know.
of the students?
Yeah, my son goes to the high school.
Bob,
G'day.
can you get my car off the road, thanks?
No worries. I'll have to get some wheels on it, though. Know where they are?
How would I know? Some bastard's stolen them.
Well, I can put some on for you. What you have on it? Mags?
No wheels, tyres, I know what you call them.
Do you think that someone might have stolen them for the resale value?
Well, if they're mag wheels, get anywhere from $400 to $500 a pop.
They were nothing special. I mean, they were retreads, for God's sake.
Retreads.
Second-hand wheels and tyres, you go to this much trouble.
So, 4 new wheels for a Holden. That's $100 a pop. Plus 110 for each tyre. Tell you what, I'll do the lot for $1,000. That includes the towing fee.
$1,000.
Frank.
Smells like teen spirit to me.
Jamie Kinsella.
Yeah, so what?
Want some information? Principal's car was stolen last night.
Yeah, he lost his wheels. It's pretty funny, huh?
You know about it, do you?
The whole school knows about it. What are you picking on Jamie for?
What's your name?
Simon.
Well, Simon, we're talking to everybody in the school who's been involved in car theft.
Well, because I stole one car 2 years ago, having a go at me.
Listen, little.
Look, we're not trying to hassle anyone. We'd just like some help.
Yeah, well, I'm not hiding anything.
Okay, whereabouts were you last night?
Stayed at St. David's with my dad. He drove me straight to school in the morning. And asked my mum if you want. It's pretty funny, but I wish I'd fought him.
Laughing matter.
You kidding? 4 wheels off in the middle of the road. That's legendary.
Well, it serves him right anyway.
Why do you say that?
The guy's just a jerk. He's always cracking down on people.
What for?
Everything, like smoking, not wearing the uniforms.
Yeah, and he dobs the parents about things that are none of his business.
What sort of things?
You know, anything.
You should all know this is a serious matter.
Look, you got the car back. What's the big deal?
It's still car theft. Whoever did it could be charged.
Oh, finally. Finally on trying to sell those tyres?
No, and we've been to all the car yards and second-hand dealers in town. No dice.
Well, there were actually fluffy ones.
But no wheels.
Most of them laughed at the idea of anyone going to the trouble of stealing cheap wheels.
How'd you go to school?
Well, there's no love lost between the principal and his students.
Anyone in particular?
No, not really. Everybody seems to have something against him.
No, this Guy Farrell.
455 suspects. Brilliant.
Well, if we start interviewing them now, we should be done by October.
I know it's a prank, but it's still car theft.
Yeah, I know. We did talk to the school assembly.
Now, that was a waste of time.
So, you're going to throw it in the yet-to-be-solved basket?
Oh, well, can't win them all.
No, we can try a bit harder.
Can we try a bit harder tomorrow?
Sounds good to me. Should have seen Guy Farrell's face when he saw the car.
Yeah.
What? Oh, yes, Bryce.
Come on, you wouldn't like it if it was your car. Or one of the police vehicles. I trust they're under lock and key.
Four-wheel drive's not yet, but it will be. I'll park it in the yard when I leave here.
With its wheels?
Who's up for another drink?
Sure. Yeah, no, not me.
Yeah, make mine in tonic water.
What's up with him? Come on, you know what I'm talking about. He's all over the shop.
He's had a lot of trouble lately.
Yeah, and is he talking to anyone about it?
Well, he's getting out of here early every night.
Well, he's not going to sleep, that's for sure. Just have a look at him.
Give the guy a break, eh?
Oh, something's going on.
G'day.
What?
Oh, I thought I'd give you a hand.
I can manage.
Sure, I just wanted to help.
Whatever.
It's a four-wheel drive, mate. A little thing like that, usually you wouldn't let it go. So you go.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Tab, eh?
Right, I'm just saying, that's all.
You know, you're absolutely right, so how about I go and do it right now so we can stop talking about it, eh?
Stay for your drink.
And that's it from the news desk tonight. We'll be back bright and early with news at 6 tomorrow morning. In the meantime, we'll leave you with some more scenes of Fozzie, the baby gorilla, just born at the zoo. Good night from all of us here in the newsroom.
Hi.
Hi yourself.
I might not have come tonight.
You did.
So what do we toast to?
How about the last 9 days?
About the next night?
No promises, remember?
I won't drink to that.
No promises.
So, Petra, how was your day?
Did a bit of shopping, watched a video, read a magazine.
Tough life.
That's what holidays are for.
No, holidays would be going to the beach or a log cabin in the mountains. I wouldn't spend 6 months off in Mount Thomas.
Oh, it's a nice little town.
You reckon?
Yeah. There are some things that are very nice.
I don't even know your last name. I know every inch of your body. I don't know nothing about what's going on in here. Oh.
Well, men, they always think they can fool around and keep their hearts out of it.
There's no problem with that.
You're speaking like a man who knows.
Oh, yeah.
Married.
Not anymore.
It ended badly.
Something like that. What about you? Running away from a mad husband?
Something like that. We agree, no personal questions.
So, if I went to the bar tomorrow night and you weren't there, I wouldn't even know where to find you.
It might happen, Ben. One night you might go there and I will be gone and it'll be over.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
I know.
Till then.
Has anyone seen Ben?
Yeah, here he is. Hello, hello.
You looking for me?
Just wondering where you were.
I'm not late, am I? Oh, damn. I had no idea. I must have been distracted. Sorry.
So, who is she?
Beg your pardon?
Guilty look as ever, I saw one.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you're a secret woman. You must have one. It'd explain everything.
Yeah, right, along with my secret butler and my secret Porsche, my whole secret fantasy mystery life. I got it.
Jeez, why can't I have a secret fantasy mystery life, eh?
Keep working on it, Jack.
We'll be right there. Okay, thanks.
What are you up to later?
Guess what?
Well, so much for the one-off prank theory, eh?
Oh, industrious look, kid, whoever he is.
Who owns it?
No one's reported it stolen.
PJ, vehicle's registered to a Fraser McNeil of St Kilda.
St Kilda?
Yeah.
Wonder where he's staying locally.
John and Lil's roadside diner, Romsey. Guess he's a tourist.
Commodore HSV. These things come with mags as standard. Besides, you don't just put any old thing on an HSV.
What, like wearing thongs with a suit?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Cool. Another one.
Simon, no school today?
Double free first up this morning.
Yeah. You work for Bob, do you?
Simon's my son.
Stepson.
Lord, yeah. You don't want these genes. It's all fat arteries and high blood pressure in this body.
I don't suppose you know where your mate Jamie Kinsella was last night, do you?
No, I don't.
Grab the spares, will you?
Watch your hands on the car. We need to take prints of it, okay?
So, where are we taking this one?
Nothing in here to say where he's staying.
I think we'll take this one down the station. 2 cars in 2 days. I don't know about you, but I think we're looking at a pattern.
Oh, terrific. That's all we need.
Where'd you want it?
Just over there in the corner will do.
Yeah, we'll have to take the wheels off of those. You don't want to buy them, do you?
I'll pretend that's a joke.
I spoke to St Kilda. No one's home at Neil's place, but they'll send someone around, leave a card in the door just in case it turns up there.
He probably doesn't even know it's stolen.
Well, I'm sure he'll make contact as soon as he does.
We can do a ring around the local motels and hotels.
We found Guy Farrell's wheels.
Hi, Mr. Farrell. Found your wheels.
See what I have to contend with? How am I supposed to get these things down? I mean, bill from maintenance.
No, you
at
can
a
forget
ladder-
bill from maintenance for the time being. We will have to dust these for prints.
Prints?
Yeah, it's worth a try.
You do want to catch the kids who did this, don't you?
Well, it's a bit late now. I mean, I've already bought new wheels.
Hey, sir. Where's the rest of your car?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kinsella. Class. Now, thank you.
Thanks anyway. Can't find him anywhere.
How did you guys go?
Well, we found the tyres, all right, strung up on an archway.
But no joy from those pesky kids. They've closed ranks.
All right, you can give Jack a hand in tracking down this Fraser McNeil character.
Why do we need to look for him? Eventually, he'll wonder where his car is and he'll turn up at the station.
It's called being proactive.
It's called wasting time.
Why don't we go for a lunch run first?
Did you find your missing Scott yet?
Scott?
You know that McNeil bloke you were ringing up about?
Oh, no. Oh, well.
Keep thinking.
Hey, Chris, any chance of a hamburger as well?
Sure, just the one.
Yeah, that'd be great, thanks.
I'll see what Jeannie's up to.
A sandwich and a hamburger.
Keep my strength up.
You are saying something, aren't you?
Oh, not this again.
Oh, why don't you just tell me? What's the big secret?
There's no secret.
So how come you can't look me in the eye when you say that? See?
You know, you're right.
I know I'm right.
Pamela Anderson snuck into town last week. We met in a pub, but she didn't want anybody to know about it.
See, the bit I don't understand is why you don't want anyone to know. Because if you were seeing Pamela Anderson, that's something you'd probably want the whole world to know. So if you're seeing Mystery Woman and you don't want to tell anyone about it, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I will find out, Ben.
What took you guys so long?
We had to wait while someone had Jeannie make them up a hamburger.
All right. Now we'll get back to tracking down your missing person.
Yeah, don't bother. I already found him.
Are you kidding me?
At home.
It's the first place we looked.
Well, it's a bit hard to answer the phone when you're dead, mate.
His cleaner let herself in half an hour ago. Found him dead. Shot through the head.
Right.
Well, better get into these lunches then, eh?
Any suspects?
Not yet, but he was badly beaten before he was shot.
So how did his car get to Mount Thomas?
I'm guessing that the killer drove it here.
So the killer could still be in town?
Well, I don't think he wants to leave. A brand new Mount Thomas map. You don't buy one of those if you're just passing through.
This has got a price tag on it that says it was bought in St Kilda. Yesterday morning, after McNeil was killed.
So this guy kills McNeil, has a burning desire to come to Mount Thomas.
Maybe he's looking for something.
Or someone.
And then he gets his car nicked.
So somewhere in town, there's one very angry killer.
Right, thanks very much. We'll be in touch. Well, Homicide are working on it in Melbourne, but they want us to find out what we can from this end.
Look, it is possible the car was stolen from outside the victim's house in a totally unrelated theft.
We'd know more if we could find the thief.
Easier said than done.
2 different sets of prints were taken from the vehicle. One matched with Fraser McNeil.
Did he have 4?
It was a minor charge when he was a kid. But the other one, matched with a Dean Ferguson, career criminal, did 5 years for armed rob. Got out a year ago. They want to talk to him about another one.
Mean Dean. Do we think the tie thief picked his car by accident?
Oh, Ben reckons it would have had mags. Maybe this kid stole these ones for profit.
If we can find this kid, he can tell us where he stole the car from, which could lead us to Fraser's killer.
Yeah, maybe.
2 cars, 2 nights, same intersection.
Oh, no.
What?
I can sense surveillance from 50 paces.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it's worth a try.
Ben?
No, I can't tonight. Squash night. We're in the quarterfinals against St David's. We're 2 men down. We've got no reserves.
No, hang on, Benny. Squash finals are next week. Remember, you asked me if I wanted to go?
Isn't today the 16th?
Next Tuesday.
Great, that frees you up then. Who's first?
I'll do that.
Okay, you and I'll start at 2000 hours. Jack and Joe take over 0100 hours.
1? Come on, I thought we'd be out of there by midnight.
Sorry, Cinderfella, the ball goes a bit longer than that. Is that a problem?
Yeah, someplace you need to be.
No, not at all.
It'll be fun.
Wish these two would get a wriggle on so we can get this over with.
It's not one yet. They'll be here, don't worry.
They'd better be.
Joe's convinced you're seeing someone. That wouldn't be a bad thing, would it? Get out, meet someone new.
Not interested.
Well, you can't stay alone forever.
I fell in love once.
Look where that got me.
Sometimes you can't help it. You know, you meet someone new and before you know it, you're whisked off your feet. So I'm told.
Sorry. I had a late shift.
You got some catching up to do.
Yeah. Cheers.
Slow down, you don't have to drink them all at once.
My colleague reminded me of my ex-wife. Ever wonder what the point is? Suddenly you're 33, alone. You start thinking,
Look, you know, when I split up with my husband, it's because I found someone else. A friend of his. God, it sounds like a cliche, doesn't it? Oh, look, you can go over and over the things that you did. Things that might have been different. Doesn't change things, though. You've got to live in the present.
that's right. And that's what I love about this. About us.
Yeah, 2 adults having a good time.
No expectations, there's no getting involved.
Just fooling around.
Exactly. Same again.
Next time we do surveillance, you can have the early shift.
I don't mind just as long as we catch the guy.
I thought Joe was doing the morning shift anyway.
We tossed for it.
Where's Ben?
Running late?
Yeah, again.
Oh, look, I'll give him a call.
Yeah, I'm sick of his excuses. Everyone else manages to be here on time, don't they?
It's engaged.
It's on the phone to someone.
Well, yeah. It could be off the hook. Why don't I go check?
No, I'll go. Ben? Ben? I'll see you in the office. Sorry, Joe, but you are going to have to come in for the morning shift after all. Yeah, I know that wasn't the plan, but there's something's coming up. No, not about the case. Ben can't come in. Okay, see you later. Bye.
I just wanted to check on last night's surveillance. Where's Stuart?
Oh, he's just running a bit late, that's all.
Nothing wrong, is there?
No, everything's fine.
Sorry.
What's going on?
I slept in.
Thank you, Sergeant. You're a bloody disgrace. Do you think there's any chance at all you're capable of performing your duties at the moment?
Probably not, no.
You are aware of the consequences of turning up for work in this state?
Yes.
I'm not even prepared to discuss it with you at the moment. Apart from anything else, you smell like you've been in a vat of rum overnight. Go home, sober up, and be ready for the afternoon shift,
Yes,
all right?
boss.
Oh.
Sorry.
Just leave it.
No, I dropped them. I'll pick them all up.
I don't get it. Why am I here and Ben gets to go home? What? Is he sick?
Sorry, Joe.
Yeah. What the hell is that about?
I think we should just get on with our work. What's up with Ben is Ben's business.
Yeah, well, that would be fine if I wasn't working because of Ben's business.
Settle, Joe.
Look, have we heard anything from the robbers?
No, the bloke I need to speak to,
Really?
the sergeant
Where?
there, was out of the time, so there's going to be a call back.
Okay. Thank you. Surveillance? Right idea, wrong intersection.
You're joking?
No.
What sort of car?
It's a Commodore, probably white with mags. Wow, it's registered to Bob Somerville. A tow truck man.
What, so they send you home for the morning? Oh, that's okay.
Oh, no, it's not. My boss is going to rip me apart.
What are you going to do?
Barocca, shower, maybe a pie, and about 4 hours sleep.
That car, what's it doing here?
Stolen. Right.
Why is it here?
It's a long story. Basically, someone took the wheels and no one's come to pick it up. Why do you ask?
Oh, it just looks funny with no wheels.
Whatever.
Hey, Bob Somerville had no idea his car was stolen. He's heading out there now to pick it up.
Right. Mr. Swan, how are you?
Not bad. Look, this might be a job for you guys, and I'm not really sure.
Well, is it a crime?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. I'm on my way from home to the office this morning, and there, chained to my sign, are 4 really fancy mag wheels. Now, what do you call that?
Right, but they're not from your car?
No, why?
Well, see, someone's been stealing cars, then knocking off the wheels, then returning the wheels back to the owners 24 hours later.
Only you've got the wheels, but your car hasn't been stolen.
No.
Yeah, well, these must be the wheels from the car at the back, and we know who that belongs to. Hey, you work at the Mount Thomas Motoring, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You ever seen this man before?
Yeah, he's staying at the motel.
No, the hobbies now.
That's a master fits every room.
What do staff say when they clean the rooms?
Maid service.
Maid service?
Well, room service means food. You stay in the car.
Maid service? Maid service, we're here to change your room.
Police, don't move!
Don't move!
And you think he's still in town?
Well, all his stuff's still there. For all we know, he could have just gone out for lunch.
He's on the run, his car's been stolen. Why wouldn't he leave?
Maybe he hasn't got whatever he came for.
Whatever that may be.
Yeah.
I just got a call back from Armed Offenders Squad. They suspect Dean Ferguson did an armed rob at a pub in Doncaster 6 months ago with his best mate, wait for it, Fraser McNeil.
Really?
Got away with $200,000.
Gonna say a hell of a lot for a pub.
Oh, it's one of those huge places, you know, 3 bars full of pokies.
So you reckon Ferguson killed his mate over the money?
Yeah, it's possible.
And you think the money's in Mount Thomas?
Makes sense. I mean, Ferguson beats up McNeil, then kills him, then he buys a Mount Thomas street map, then bolts up here. I mean, he's not a bit for the weather.
But how did the money get here and where is it now?
Nothing.
Well, it was a nice theory, PJ.
Well, just because the money's not here now doesn't mean PJ was wrong. I mean, maybe Ferguson did find the money, hid it in the car, and...
And whoever took the wheels took the money as well.
So we've got a high school student who's knocked off 200 grand from a killer.
Would explain why Ferguson hasn't left town.
Yes, well, we'd better find this kid.
This kid is a prankster, right? He steals the headmaster's car and then he steals Ferguson's.
Yeah, except he thought he was nicking Mike Swan's car.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ferguson told Mike he was worried about leaving the car in the open.
Well, obviously, he didn't want anybody seeing or stealing that very fancy Commodore that he'd already stolen himself.
So Mike let Ferguson park the car in his own car space.
That's very generous of him. So, who do we know who has some sort of grudge against Mike Swan?
Oh, my God, I lent my car space to a killer. A murderer in one of my rooms. What happens if he comes back?
No, we'll be watching the motel until this bloke is arrested.
I know his face. I mean, he might think I'm a witness. What if he comes back and tries to kill me so I can't talk?
We'll look after you.
See if we can find this car thief. It might help us find the killer.
We think the person stealing these cars might be a school kid. Have you had any problems with any of the high school kids hanging around, any graffiti, that sort of thing?
No.
You got any children yourself?
Yes, daughter, Kylie.
How old is she?
16.
She go to Mount Thomas High?
No, she goes to the Catholic high school.
Oh.
You see, whoever stole your car also stole vehicles from Guy Farrell and Bob Somerville. Do you know anyone who might have a grudge against the three of you?
No.
Do you know these blokes?
Well, it's a small town.
You don't belong to the same club?
No, look, I have nothing at all to do with either of them.
Mr. Swan, if there's something you need to tell us...
There's nothing, OK? Nothing. I want to go now. Can I go?
So we need to find this car thief.
There's nothing I can tell you, OK? Nothing.
What's up with him?
Look, I've already told you everything I know, which is nothing.
Just bear with us a moment. We've got to find this bloke who's knocking off these tyres, and we need your help.
Now, what's the connection between you and Bob
PJ,
Somerville?
there's no connection other than the fact that he's overcharged me for a set of wheels I didn't need.
I hadn't finished, all right? What is the connection between you, Bob Somerville, and Mike Swan?
I
Ah?
can't see how it would be connected with stolen cars, though.
Well, tell us, we'll make up our own minds.
The kids are 16, hormones charging over the place like wild elephants. School finishes. Sometimes we find some of them staying behind in the sheds, doing what kids do.
Who'd you find?
Mike Swan's daughter, Kylie.
He said that she goes to the Catholic high school.
Yeah, well, she does now.
And she was with Simon Somerville.
It wasn't me.
Of course it wasn't. Simon wouldn't do anything like that.
Well, it was someone smart, it was someone with a sense of humour. We had you figured for both of those things.
Yeah, well, it still wasn't me.
And someone that can drive and get four wheels off in a hurry.
Yeah, well, anyone can do that.
And someone with a grudge against Mike Swan and the headmaster.
What do I care about them?
Do you still see Kylie Swan? After the headmaster busted you with her, what did her father say?
He said she was never allowed to see me again. He said our family was scum.
That headmaster treated us like crap. Swan's got more money than us, so he's the good guy. I'd take Simon out of that school too, except I'm not leaving him with the Catholics.
Mr. Somerville, if you just let Simon tell the story. Why did you take your dad's car? This headmaster, he made things very difficult for you, didn't he? And the motel owner. Now, I reckon you might have done this because you had a grudge against them.
What's this all about, Son?
Nothing.
No, it's clearly not nothing. Come on.
It doesn't matter.
It matters enough for you to steal me car.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't let me see Kylie
No,
either.
that's not true.
She turned up at the house and you sent her
Oh,
away.
for God's sake, Simon, a father had banned you from seeing her.
Whatever.
What sort of...
All right. Perhaps you can continue to Camp David peace talks at home. And Simon, that wasn't Mike Swan's car you stole. It was one of the motel guests. And that guest is wanted in relation to a murder a couple of days ago. Now, we need to know if you took anything from that car.
No.
This is a very serious matter, mate. Now, if you took anything from that car, we need to know, because you could be in grave danger.
No, I didn't. Look, I swear.
So, do you believe him?
I'm inclined to, yeah.
Armed defenders for you, PJ.
Did he shed any light on Ferguson or the car?
Well, he never saw anyone at the motel. He just went out the back to the owner's car space and nicked what he thought was Mike Swan's car.
So, if Simon doesn't have the money and Ferguson doesn't have the money, who does?
I wish I knew.
Right, McNeil and Ferguson had an accomplice.
Another mate?
No, not quite. Ferguson's wife, her name's Roz. This will be a picture of her coming through now.
I reckon she drove the getaway car. We've gone to ground somewhere.
Somewhere like Mount Thomas.
Right, first thing we need to find out if this Ros Ferguson is staying locally.
Yeah, you want me to ring hotels, motels?
No, I want you to go around with a photo. She's probably using an alias.
I'll grab those copies.
Look, isn't this a bit of a long shot, PJ?
Jack, this woman's in town and Ferguson's after her.
Yeah, they might also be in cahoots. She was married to the bloke after all. They do away with Ferguson and keep the money for themselves.
We still need to find her.
Yeah,
Tess.
sure.
Okay, Joe, you come with me.
Yep, come on.
Yep. G'day all.
The boss is waiting for you.
Come in. I cannot and will not tolerate this sort of behaviour. You were clearly prepared to compromise not only the general public, but your workmates as well.
I wasn't thinking.
That's what worries me most of all. I understand that you've had some personal problems, we all do. But they are no excuse for unprofessional behaviour.
I'm very sorry. It won't happen again.
You're damn right it won't. Stuart, look at me. One more incident of this kind and you'll be looking for another job. Understood?
Yeah.
Right. I would hope if there was something wrong, you would feel able to come to me.
It won't happen again.
I hope not.
Yeah, mate. Has she been in?
Not tonight.
Oh, wait.
You want a drink?
Yeah, cheers.
She's not turned up yet. Fine over there. Why don't you give her a ring?
Mate, I don't even know where she lives.
I do. When she first arrived a few months ago, she was asking about places for rent. You're not the only one looking for her. There's another guy in here earlier.
Petra? Petra? Thank God you're okay.
It's hiding out the back.
What's happened?
I got it out of
Was it your husband? Has he come after you?
Just tell me about the car. You got to tell me.
What?
The car, the one in the yard with no wheels. What happened to the owner?
Fraser McNeil. Why, do you know him?
Something's happened to him, hasn't it? Tell me.
He was murdered.
It was Dean, wasn't it?
How do you know? Dean Ferguson is your husband. He's your husband.
Dean was insanely jealous. I always thought I was cheating on him. And eventually I did. He did this big robbery and went to jail. Fraser used to just come and check on me. Make sure I was okay. Anyway, someone told Dean. That's why he killed him. Fraser said we should split up. Meet in 6 months. He stayed in the city and I came here.
Waiting for your lover.
God, I'm so sorry, Ben. Look, I didn't lie to you. We both said it, no baggage, no strings attached. What do you want me to say? That I loved you? But if we'd met at a different time, things might have worked out for us. Life doesn't work that way, Ben. It's stuffed. Everything I touch turns to crap. Everything.
It'll all be okay.
No, it won't be. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get the next bus.
Hey, what for?
Dean knows where I live now. If he finds me, he'll kill me.
You can't just leave. We need your help so that we can find Ferguson and arrest him.
No, I have to get out of here.
Hey, there's no bus until the morning. With your help, we can catch Ferguson. I want that guy locked in a cell. Look, you can't just keep running away from him. The sooner that we arrest him, the safer you're going to be. Trust me. Yeah. When we find Ferguson, all this will be over. We'll sort it all out in the morning. PJ, it's Ben. I need your help.
Hey! Come back! Petra! Go.
Police, don't move! Heads out in front, lie on the ground. Lie on the
Can you
ground.
get me some help? You'll be fine. Get me an ambulance now. Go. Oh, God. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me, Petra. You're gonna be fine. Okay? Just stay with me. All right? Just keep breathing. Just breathe. Stay with me. Listen to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing to see here. Come on, move along, please. Come on, there's nothing to see. Keep moving.
What was your real name?
Roz. Roz Ferguson.
Roz.
Yeah, serious, was it?
Oh, we're just fooling around.